All right, today's episode on Tequila Forever Tequila. Trader Joe's Extra Añejo. Check it out. This bad boy is coming out of not number 1143, Destiladora Gonzalez. Now, I really don't know much about this tequila brand or the distillery, other than what I've seen on TNM. I believe they use autoclaves and stainless steel distillation with copper coil. So as far as the equipment goes, it looks like everything is, done the right way, right, traditionally. I seen that they're producing like 11 tequilas, I think it was. I really don't recognize any of the brands, but having such a low number of production there, I think it's a really good thing. I think the only tequila that I recognized was El Mayor, but I don't remember if I had it or not. So it really doesn't matter at this point, right? If I don't remember what it tasted like. But anyways, wait till you hear the price on this bad boy. $29.99. So not even $30, right? Well, before tax. So this is a Trader Joe's brand. This Extra Añejo probably came out maybe like a month ago or a few weeks ago. Somebody on the comments below, asked me if I could do a review on this. When they put the price, I was like, fuck it, for that price, for an Extra Añejo, can't really go wrong, I already have my glass poured up, kind of let it open up a little bit. As you can see, I've been enjoying this. For that price, like I said, it's dirt cheap, and you can really enjoy this with no remorse. So check it out. It's really dark brown or like amber light color. It has a really nice color. There isn't really too much information or any information about this tequila. I mean, for what they say right here on the back of the label, is Trader Joe's Extra Añejo Tequila is created using excellent Blue Weber agave. This mature expression starts off with an exceptional silver tequila, and that is aged for at least 36 months in priced American oak cask to achieve a deep complexity, highlights of the essence of the agave, and experience to be savored through sipping. So I feel like they're really just saying, the minimum requirement to be an Extra Añejo, but they're not telling you if that's where it's at or if it's beyond that, you know what I mean? As far as, time to spend in the barrel. But what I can see here makes me think that perhaps this is new barrels or maybe additives. I know that's something that a lot of you are going to have questions about, if this tequila contains additives or not. And to be honest, I don't know. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and give this tequila a little swirl. And I can see the oils right there sticking on. So it looks like it's holding up quite well. Like I said, we'll take a look at that color right there. It's a really dark brown or amber light color. Okay, so on the nose on this tequila, it's really sweet, fruity. I'm picking up, some aromas of like dried cherries, grapes. There's a little bit of caramel in there, and like a little pinch of vanilla, and really that's it. That's all I'm really picking up on this tequila. I feel the aromas on this kind of remind me something like of a cognac. I feel that's kind of what it smells like. Just the sweet, fruity aromas, that I'm picking up, right? Like the grapes and everything. I feel like that's really what's in this glass. I feel like it's more of a cognac than a tequila. And on the taste, it's sweet, a little spicy, really light to no heat. Say it's silky, a little watery. Yeah, like very, very lightly silky. I'm gonna say it's more on the watery side, but it's a very sweet tequila. And then again, on the taste, I'm picking up a lot of the, fruity notes. There's that, the grapes coming up again. Those dried cherries, maybe a little bit of apricot. And then there is maybe like a little bit of cinnamon, you know, in the far back that I'm also picking up on this tequila. And that's really it, you know. So for an extra añejo tequila, this is quite, you know, simple. It's not a complex tequila at all. I think it tastes delicious. I mean, I like the taste, don't get me wrong, but as far as the tequila goes, you know what I mean, when it comes to the agave, I'm not really picking up any agave on this. It's mostly just like really fruity notes and flavors, you know. So to me, like I've said, that's always a big no-no, especially if it's a 3 years and really no agave, when it's just really reaching that minimum requirement for an extra añejo, then it's definitely gonna hurt the rating on this. So if I would like to rate this tequila without looking at the price or anything, I think I would probably give this, tequila I would give this maybe like an 80 to 82, you know, because I'm not really picking up any agave, you know. But if this was aged a lot longer, then I can see, you know, some of the agave flavors, you know, fading away, of course. But I really don't know. So I'm assuming that it's at least 3 years, just based on what it says. Now, if we were to look at the price and then seeing that it's an extra añejo, it still has to spend those 3 years in the barrel. I think that I can bump this up, you know, especially because that's a bargain right there. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's dirt cheap. You know what I mean? To have an extra añejo for a party, sipping, shooting, at $30, I would say that I would easily give this like an 84 to an 85. You know, looking at the price. And that's because, like I said, it's dirt cheap for an extra añejo, and it's good. I mean, I like the flavors on a personal level. I do like the flavors, but as far as the rating as a tequila goes, you know, I drop it down just because I'm not really picking up, you know, any agave, you know. But it's a good tasting tequila. So the balance, I feel that it's a little bit off. You know, it's not very well balanced. So I'm gonna recommend this tequila to people who like sweets, people who like fruits, people who are looking to, you know, buy an extra añejo, who like aged tequilas for a party, something that's cheap. You know what I mean? Who's gonna be shooting in, stuff like that. I'll definitely recommend this tequila. But if you're looking for something like really complex or something, you know, that has a lot more agave to it, this is not going to be it. I wouldn't recommend that to you guys. So anyways, if you guys had this tequila, go ahead and put on the comments below what you guys think, or if you're looking to try it, you know. Like I said, for the price, you really can't go wrong. It's dirt cheap. I mean, it's cheap for an extra añejo. I think that is the lowest that I have ever seen for an extra añejo tequila. But I mean, other than that, it's more like a cognac in my personal opinion. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the review. Salud.